Introduction to Zosverm. Part 2. Inner and Outer Stories. We begin Part 2 by visiting the origins of our universe. What we can see with our eyes or with our instruments has been called the observable universe. This acknowledges that some parts of the universe are not observable by us. The universe is far more than the sum of its atoms, especially when we consider ways of knowing which move beyond standard sight. Many of these ways of knowing are experiences that are hard to communicate, something as simple as feelings of closeness and love for a partner, altered states such as meditation experiences with psychedelics, or feelings of flow of energy and intuition that can baffle articulate descriptions. We need a way to describe all of what we come in contact with. To recognize this, we will refer to all the ways the universe presents itself to us as the manifest realm. To be very specific, the manifest realm refers to everything included from the beginning of time to the end, this bubble of existence that scientists say started with the Big Bang. When we try to understand the origin and progression of the manifest realm, we run into the limitations of our perception. By searching outwards through our senses, we observe all the stars, planets, and galaxies that make up our realm. Using scientific methods, our understanding of the physical nature of the realm has expanded greatly. The things we can do now are nothing short of miraculous in comparison to early human history. Still, everything we can detect makes up just 3% of the realm. The other 97% of everything we cannot see, detect, or really comprehend using this method, at least so far. As helpful as it is, our outward searching by itself has not given us a comprehensive view of our existence. By turning our attention inward toward our own consciousness, people across the ages have experiences that are deeply transformative. These experiences have had significant influence on our various cultures, philosophies, and religions. If we take these traditions as originating in people's actual experience, then what we are left with is understanding that was being communicated. The most likely scenario is that people from across the world have had similar inner transformative experiences, but framed them in such a way as to make comparisons very difficult. Taking this a step further, what if we assume humans have been transmitting important information about their experiences from the beginning? Maybe those looking inward and those looking outward are looking at the same thing. Both are striving to understand our origins by using different instruments, technologies, and practices. With these differences alone, we may see the same thing very differently. Add to this that what we deem relevant in our experience dramatically changes what we experience. What is relevant to our modern societies are the impersonal truths. Today, we use telescopes and microscopes to find the origins of matter, energy, and life. On the other hand, those of us who look inward for understanding view the superpersonal truth as being most relevant. Therefore, we look deep within the experience of self to find its origins. Those focused on the impersonal truth tend to view how things work as most relevant, and what to do and how to be as secondary. Those focused on the superpersonal truth tend to view how to be and what to do as the most relevant parts. How it works is less important. Neither is false. Both ways of experiencing life are relevant and necessary to create a comprehensive and meaningful worldview. We should be careful to remember that the information shared from either view is not absolute truth. It is all 1/4 truth. They are representations that help us frame our understanding. What we can trust is that the observations are made to describe the experiences of the observers. We are trying to describe the experience as accurately as we know how. Much like when we go to a new place and then try to describe the experience to another, we describe it from our own perspective and share what was important to us. In the same way, two people can go on the same trip and have completely different experiences. The stories each tell can be so different, it's a wonder they came from the same place. In science, the use of math to describe physics has been a marvelous technology. A calculation, say the distance to the sun, is the same regardless of who does the calculations. This has generated a unified experience of the physical world. With a superpersonal truth, this universality of experience has not yet happened. All of philosophy and religion give various presentations of the human experience, aiming at the one truth with more or less accuracy. Many people then take the presentation of a particular philosophy as the whole truth and permanent, not realizing that it was given to fit the minds of people at the time and place it was given. Even as we find ourselves away from that time and place, the truths it points to are still valid. We may read stories and myths telling of gods and demons, and the symbolic language used makes little sense to us. Myths, in this sense, are stories pointing to truth in a way that no longer fits our time. This is because myths are stories where the meaning of the tale is more important than its historical accuracy. Once the context and meaning is understood, the value of any myth or religious story can become alive again to us once more. Still, the stories and myths we depend on must grow afresh from time to meet the needs of the current day. Stories that help humanity progress are renewed by those who experience a more complete truth. For instance, those who study the stars, say, for 20 or 30 years as a profession, have a much different experience with stars than those who look up at the sky casually. For this reason, we will not attempt to give the story of the Big Bang. The Big Bang Theory is an ever-evolving realization that is best told with those in experience or expertise in that area. What we will present are origin stories from both the impersonal and superpersonal aspects of truth. Each introduces its own way of viewing the manifest realm. First, in the impersonal view, the manifest realm is experienced as a manifestation of the properties that were present at the beginning, unfolding the realm in a predictable way. This story is simply called the Impersonal Universe. In the superpersonal view, the manifest realm is conscious. As such, the story is called the Conscious Universe, the epic of the manifest realm. We will start with the Impersonal Universe.